Welcome to the Psychology and Physical Training channel. Hey everyone! Today we're tackling a sensitive but important topic: how to recognize if a married woman is interested in you. Now look, I'm not saying this to encourage anything inappropriate, but let's face it, these things happen in the real world and it's better to be informed. We're gonna dig deep into the 4 key signs that might indicate she's attracted to you and dive into the psychology behind these behaviors. We're talking body language, we're talking subconscious cues, the whole 9 yards. And let me be crystal clear about something. It's crucial to handle these situations with respect and sensitivity. This isn't about breaking up marriages, it's about understanding the complexities of human interaction. First up, increased attention and flirting. This is a big one, folks. If a married woman is consistently giving you more attention than usual, I'm talking more than just common courtesy, it could be a sign she's interested. Now, this doesn't mean jumping to conclusions. It could be her personality, she could be naturally friendly, but you need to pay attention to the details. Is she engaging in light teasing, finding excuses to be around you, giving you compliments more often than others? These are classic signs of flirting, and they're often amplified when someone is attracted to you. It's like they're sending out little signals, testing the waters to see if you're receptive. And when a married woman does this, it often indicates she's trying to create a connection, gauge your interest. She might not even be fully aware of it herself, but subconsciously, she's drawn to you. Now let's talk about the psychology behind this. Why would a married woman flirt? What's going on in her head? Well, sometimes it's a simple desire for validation or excitement. Life can get routine, especially in a long-term relationship. Flirting and attention-seeking can be ways to boost self-esteem, to feel attractive and desired again, but it can also be a sign of deeper, unmet emotional needs. Maybe she's not feeling fulfilled in her marriage, maybe there's a lack of emotional intimacy or connection, and that's not always someone else's fault, sometimes it's just the reality of a relationship. The point is, this flirting behavior is a way of seeking those needs elsewhere, even if it's just on a superficial level. Now, before you go thinking every smile is a come on, remember this is just one sign. We need to look at the bigger picture, the context of the situation. Is she like this with everyone, or is it different with you? Is there a genuine connection, or is it just superficial flirting? These are the questions you need to ask yourself. And always remember, respect and sensitivity are key. This isn't about taking advantage of someone's vulnerability. It's about understanding the signals, reading the situation, and acting accordingly. Sometimes the best course of action is to do nothing at all, to let it go and maintain appropriate boundaries. But that's a conversation for another time. Second, watch for subtle physical touch. And I want to be very clear here, folks, this doesn't mean overtly inappropriate behavior. We're talking about small, seemingly casual touches that speak volumes. Remember, body language is a powerful thing, especially when it comes to attraction. Does she touch your arm during conversation? Lean in a little closer than necessary when you're talking? Maybe she finds reasons to be physically near you, brushing against you in a crowded room. These might seem like innocent gestures, but they can actually be her way of expressing interest and creating a sense of intimacy. It's like she's testing the waters, seeing how you respond to her touch. And trust me, the human brain is wired to pick up on these subtle cues. We might not even realize it consciously, but on a subconscious level, we feel that spark, that connection. Now let's break down the psychology behind this. Why is physical touch so powerful? Well, for starters, it's a primal instinct. We're wired for touch. It releases oxytocin, the feel-good hormone, and creates a sense of bonding and connection. When a woman, especially a married woman, engages in this kind of subtle physical touch, it's often a subconscious way of signaling interest. She might not even be fully aware she's doing it, but her body is speaking volumes. It's her way of saying, I'm drawn to you, I want to be closer to you. But here's the catch. It's important to be able to differentiate between genuine attraction and simple friendliness. Some people are just naturally touchy-feely, it's part of their personality. So you need to look at the bigger picture. Is she like this with everyone, or is it different with you? Does she seem nervous or self-conscious when she touches you, or is it effortless and natural? These are the subtle cues that can tell you a lot about her true intentions. And remember, even if she is genuinely interested, it doesn't mean you have to reciprocate. You are in control of your own actions and boundaries. The important thing is to be aware of the signals, to understand the psychology behind them, and to make informed decisions based on your own values and comfort level. Chapter 3. Emotional openness and personal sharing. Third, emotional openness and personal sharing. This one's huge, folks. When a married woman starts opening up to you, sharing her personal life, her struggles, her emotional state, it's a big deal. It means she sees you as someone she can trust, someone she can be vulnerable with. And trust me, that's not something that comes easily, especially in a marriage where that trust might be strained or lacking. Think about it. She has a husband, she has friends, she probably has family she can confide in. But she's choosing you, someone outside of her usual circle, to share these intimate details with. That speaks volumes about the connection she feels with you. Maybe she's seeking your advice on personal matters, maybe she's confiding in you about problems in her marriage, or maybe she's just sharing her dreams, her aspirations, things she doesn't feel comfortable sharing with anyone else. Whatever it is, it's a sign that she values your opinion, your perspective, your presence in her life. Now let's get into the psychology of this. Why would a married woman open up to someone outside of her marriage? Well, sometimes it's simply a matter of feeling heard, of finding someone who understands and validates her feelings. It's about seeking emotional intimacy, a connection that might be missing in her current relationship. It can also be a way of testing the waters, of gauging your reaction to her vulnerability. She's putting herself out there, emotionally naked, and seeing how you respond. Do you judge her? Do you offer support? Do you reciprocate with your own vulnerabilities? Her subconscious is watching, analyzing your every move. But here's the thing, it's important to approach this situation with caution and sensitivity. Just because she's opening up doesn't mean she's looking for an affair. It could simply be a cry for emotional connection, a need to feel heard and understood. Your job is to listen, to offer support if it's appropriate, and to maintain healthy boundaries. Don't overstep, don't take advantage of her vulnerability. Be a friend, be a confidant, but remember your place in her life. Chapter 4. Jealousy or protective behavior. Fourth, jealousy or protective behavior. Now this one can be a little tricky, folks, because jealousy is a complex emotion. It can stem from insecurity, possessiveness, or even genuine care. But when a married woman displays jealousy or protective behavior towards you, it's a clear sign that you've piqued her interest, and her emotions are getting tangled up in the mix. Think about it. Why would she care who you're spending time with? Why would she react strongly when other women are around you? It's because, on some level, she sees you as more than just a friend, as someone she doesn't want to share. Maybe she makes subtle digs about your female colleagues, or she seems distant and withdrawn when you mention other women in your life. Or maybe she's more direct, expressing her displeasure or discomfort at your interactions with other potential romantic interests. Whatever form it takes, this jealousy is a telltale sign that her feelings for you run deeper than she's letting on. Now let's dive into the psychology of jealousy. Why do we experience it? Well, at its core, jealousy is often rooted in a fear of loss, a fear of being replaced or abandoned. It's a primal instinct, a way of protecting what we perceive as ours, even if it's not ours to claim. In the context of a married woman showing jealousy, it's a clear indicator that she might have deeper feelings for you, even if she's not consciously aware of them. She sees you as a potential threat to her emotional security, even if her marriage is already on shaky ground. But here's the thing. Jealousy, especially in this context, can be a dangerous game. It can lead to misunderstandings, drama, and even damage to her existing relationship. Your job is to recognize these signs, to understand the underlying emotions driving her behavior, and to act accordingly. Don't encourage her jealousy. Don't play games with her heart. Be upfront about your intentions, maintain healthy boundaries, and if necessary, distance yourself from the situation to avoid further complications. So there you have it, 4 signs that might indicate a married woman is interested in you, along with some insights into the psychology behind these behaviors. Now remember, these signs aren't foolproof, and it's important to consider the whole context of the situation before jumping to conclusions. What's the woman's overall demeanor like? Does she seem genuinely interested or just being friendly? Trust your gut and use your best judgment. If you found this video informative, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content on relationships, psychology, and personal development. And hey, I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced any of these signs before? How did you handle the situation? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments section below. And if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe and follow the Psychology and Physical Training channel for more videos. Thanks for joining me today on this journey.